You should be able to tell by the title of this video, by the end of this video, you should be walking away feeling more confident, like you have all of the tools that you need in order to live a more confident lifestyle. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Jamison Davison, and I am a big and tall fashion content creator as well as a lifestyle creator. I lost over 100 pounds naturally, no peptides, no Ozempic, just hard work and grit. I've also been able to scale my personal brand as well as being able to help multiple thousands of people build their confidence, and I am very grateful to say that all. But I'm making this video because I've been experiencing a lot of messages with people asking me how I am so confident, how I was able to find my confidence as a big and tall man, and just straight up telling me that they're not confident in themselves. And it's gonna sound harsh. I'm gonna say some things that you might not agree with at first or you might not want to hear, but they are the things that you need to hear. As somebody who has completely done a 180 with their life, I feel like I'm more than equipped to tell you the truth. And the first thing that's going to start with is by making you ask yourself a question. Why should you be confident in yourself? What does your life look like right now? What things are you doing that you know that you shouldn't be doing? What things aren't you doing that you know you should be doing? Confidence comes from repeated action after telling yourself you're going to do something. It also comes from understanding that you are in control of all of your actions. You know, a lot of people will use the victim card and say, oh, I'm not confident because, you know, I was bullied when I was younger. That was then and this is now. You don't have a reason to still be non-confident. And I was bullied my entire life growing up, literally. And I moved from North Carolina to New Jersey. And if you don't know anything about New Jersey, the people here are gritty. It is very it's a very rough environment for someone who comes from, like, you know, Southern hospitality mindset and, you know, very sweet. So for me as a young boy moving up here, it was brutal. And then growing up here and being overweight and being different, those things all played a role in my confidence at a young age, yes. But as I got older, I realized that the confidence had nothing to do with the things that people said about me. It had to do with the things that I knew I was supposed to be doing that I wasn't doing. So I'm gonna try to keep these things in order. I don't have a checklist. I'm talking completely off the cuff. This is freestyle because these are just the raw thoughts that I have, and this is my truth. So first and foremost, of how you're gonna be a more confident version of yourself. Number one, when you say you're gonna do something, do it. Get it done. If it takes 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, do it now. That is a system that I practice on a day-to-day basis. If my laundry needs to be done and it's only gonna take 5 minutes, do it now. What are we pushing things off for? Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until the time feels right, no matter what it is. Big things or small things. If you can do it now, do it now. Be a man of your word. Say you're gonna do it and do it. That's number one. Number two is moving your body. You have to move your body. If you want to be confident, you're going to have to do some sort of physical activity. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations on a consistent basis in order to make yourself comfortable in those uncomfortable situations. I put myself through what my coach likes to call purposeful adversity every single day, 4 to 5 times, if not 6 times a week. Every single day when I wake up, a part of my routine is to go on a 30-minute walk. Because, one, it's always good to get your steps in, and it's good to get your steps in on a fasted metabolism. Number two, it is incredibly good for your mind to get that sense of clarity from your walk every single day. Someone like me, I'm in a very high speed environment a lot. Like, I'm moving at a very fast pace, and that is self-induced because I like to move at a quick pace. I like to get things done. I'm very tenacious. So to have myself in this high stress environment on a frequent basis and not giving myself or allowing myself time to breathe is just irresponsible. It's something that I used to do a lot. We live in a very high stress, high stimulation community now as a whole, right? And I'm just talking about like social media in general, the lifestyle that majority of people are, you know, exposed to on a day-to-day basis. It's very high stim. So a walk without your phone, just yourself, walking with your thoughts, the birds chirping, the sun shining on your skin, and even if it's raining, you're walking in the rain, it's nature, it grounds you, it brings you back to reality. Because social media has completely like desensitized a lot of us to knowing what is real and what is not, especially with AI. But before AI, you know, this just grounds you. Weather grounds you. Nature grounds you. So you need to be on a walk, because a calm demeanor is a confident demeanor. I don't know if you've ever heard the term slow is smooth, but smooth is fast. Apply that to your life. If your thoughts are moving at 1,000,000 miles a minute and you just can't seem to get a sense of peace, breath work, breathing, and being in nature. So I like to start my day with that every single day, non-negotiably. Now, another thing that you can implement into your life that is going to help you be more confident is understanding that what anybody has to say about you and what you're doing is none of your business. It's not any of your business at all what someone else has to say about you, because if you go to do something that, let's just say, it's never been done before, people are of course going to think it's wrong. They're going to think that it's weird. They're not going to understand it because it's not their path. It's your path. This is your purpose. Your purpose is not to be understood by anyone besides yourself and God. That's it. So if I had let every single person that told me that what I wanted to do was not a good idea, or it wasn't safe, or are you sure, or whatever people said about it, right? If I would have let those naysayers or those, concerned people impact what I was doing, I wouldn't be here today to tell you what I have to tell you. I wouldn't be in the position that I am. I wouldn't have experienced the things that I've experienced, and I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I had to learn the hard way. And that's where you gain the most experience, is through just doing shit, And that segues me into my next thing. Another thing that has really helped me build my confidence throughout my life, and I'm talking my entire life, is I've never been afraid to just try shit, to do shit. I, play the guitar. I'm not nasty at the guitar, but I play the guitar. And I've, done so many different things throughout my life. I'm not going to name all of my different skill sets or hobbies or interests, but I just tried a lot of things, and I found what I liked and what I don't like. And then the things that I do like, I've been doing consistently for so long now that they've become a craft of mine. And that has built confidence within myself that if somebody doesn't like me, right? If someone is just like, I just don't like that guy, right? I'm not gonna care, because I like me. I enjoy the time I spend with myself. I enjoy the hobbies that I partake in. I enjoy the scene and spaces that I put myself in. I enjoy my space. It's just easier for you to be able to brush shit off your shoulder, water under the bridge. I could give a shit less, because I do cool shit. I know what I like, I know what I don't like, and I don't need you to like them, because they're for me to like. The next thing that also segues me into is understanding your purpose. This one is the most difficult out of all of them, I would say, because that takes a sum of all of those things, right? And then understanding what you're really good at, and then having that relationship with your higher self and having a relationship with God in order to be able to hear what your higher purpose is and understand what your higher purpose is. For me, I know that my purpose is to teach, lead, and inspire people. And I also understand that I had to go through so many things in my life in order to be able to be the person that I am today, in order for me to be able to be here and convey this message to you. So that allowed me to walk with such a sense of confidence by knowing that I am in the exact position I'm supposed to be in, because I make the right decisions, I listen to the right things, I engage with the right people, and I do good unto others as best as I possibly can. And those things all help me feel very confident. Now, the last thing that I'm going to leave you with for this video, because I don't want to drag on too long, but it's the biggest one that you guys probably see from my social media if you follow me on short form. And if you don't already, please go hit that subscribe button now. If you gain any value from this video, I plan on posting a lot more of these just like one-to-one conversations, because I have a lot of things that I want to share with you. And if you don't follow me on short form content, it's the same at Jamison.Davison. God bless me with a name that rhymes. But the last thing that I teach on my main social media is fashion, big and tall fashion, how to dress as a big guy, but it has also been able to help, your average man as well. Dressing the part causes you to act the part, and when you act the part, you are the part. You have to see it before you are. You know what I mean? So put a little bit more effort into the way that you present yourself to the world, the way that you treat yourself behind closed doors, right? Your skincare routine, and what we talked about before is how you eat, the things that you put in your body, the things that you're consuming mentally. But those things, the way that you present yourself to the world and the way that you present yourself to yourself, are of such a large impact to your overall confidence as a human and as a man. You look the part. Like, I've never had a bad day in a good outfit, if that makes sense. So my best advice to you is invest a little bit into yourself, into your wardrobe. You know, you don't have to go overboard like I have. I have an insane closet, and I'm very blessed to say that. But I also came from having one pair of shoes, two pairs of shoes, and a closet full of shit that didn't fit me. You know, so have clothes that make you feel like the version of yourself that you're becoming, so that you are able to see that version of yourself now, and it expedites that threshold of time between what you see and what you are. So the way that you dress is very, very, very important for your own personal confidence. You should not be dressing for anybody else. You should be dressing in what makes you feel confident and what looks most like your future version of yourself. That's all I have to say for this video. If this is something that helped you guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Please leave a like or a comment. It helps a lot. And if there's any more topics that you guys would like to hear me discuss or you want me to talk about, also leave those down in the comments below. I will be checking them out. I want to thank you so much for watching this video to the end. That shows me that you really do care about building and growing and progressing your life and following your vision, which is my biggest thing. I believed in myself so much that I tatted it on my hand. I believed in my vision so much that I just could not stand to do anything else besides what I do now. And I want to thank you for being a part of that and allowing me to share my life experience with you. And I hope that it helps you in your own personal life experience. But for now, as I always tell you, remember to keep following your vision. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Have a good day, big dog.